Hey, hey.
G'day, g'day.
Welcome to the Simple Joy.
Long overdue.
I know.
Live chat.
Oh, yes, live chat.
Yeah, don't forget to choose live chat.
Feels so foreign, doesn't it? It's been
really weird. It's
been about
so long.
3 months since we've live streamed.
Yeah, it's been nearly 3 months.
Hey, Deb,
wow.
Deb.
Hey, Debs.
It was just like we
Hashtag
were
Debs.
trying to remember how to set things up. Missed you too.
No. Thank you, Debs.
Hopefully everything's coming through all right because as I said, we haven't live streamed since.
This is the first time live streaming in the new house.
I know, and the office isn't set up properly, so we've just thrown a backdrop quickly together. Hey Danny and Kevin.
Kevin, Teresa loves retro.
Yay!
Hello, hello.
I know, been a long time.
It feels like forever. Feels so long.
Yeah.
It's been nearly 3 months, but it just feels even longer.
Mine or his, Debs.
She getting a bit woolly on me chin, eh?
Hey, Deep in the Woods.
Hey, Deep.
Now, before we get into it, I'd just like to say right at the beginning that thank you so much.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
There's been so many amazing people that have left comments, support, concern over the last 3 months because we've had a pretty hectic 3 months.
Huge 3 months.
We moved. We moved, and then we having to set up here, and then in the process of all that, our second eldest was really sick, so
we were really scarce on our videos too. I tried to keep a couple up just to let people know what we were still doing.
Yeah.
So we have got a couple of videos up and we've got heaps of comments on those too. Thank you very much, everyone. But of moving out of the old house and into this new house.
Yeah.
They're still just rentals. We only rent houses. But this house we're in now is so much newer.
It is. But the only thing, as I said, we haven't worked out how to set the office up. So we'll have to do that for our future trivias because we love dressing up.
I wake up this morning and she's got a big board off the old fish tank.
I was dragging stuff around.
Set up on chairs.
Thank you, Danny G. Yeah, so I was dragging things around and throwing things together, and I was thinking, and then
thanks, DK.
He was still sleeping, and I said, you have to come and see what I've done because normally there's just a couch behind us. Hey, DK.
I nearly headed to the kitchen for a coffee, and she's like, aren't you going to have a look?
You have to. I'm walking behind him up the hallway. You have to have a look what I've done.
So she's got our big old picture frame here that we've got memorabilia from people that have sent us things all over the world.
Yeah.
There's a lot of American stuff on there, a little bit of UK stuff. The Texas Longhorns from Kimberley. This stuff up here in the corner is from Deep. There's bits and pieces all over the place.
Cards from California.
Yeah.
We've got some amazing stuff from people. Oh, these are our new shirts too.
Thanks, Deb. Yeah, Collette.
Before we went offline, I had ordered them and they finally arrived. So we got to wear the new ones.
TSJ fam, the simple joys. Order yours now, just in time for Christmas.
I know. We're going to have to, because we're coming into summer now and there's no aircon in the office, whereas the other office there was.
Only because we put one in.
Yeah. But we'll have to set up.
We've got a fan in here.
A fan.
I don't know if that'll be too noisy or not.
Hey, DY. I'll just call you Bob. Hey, Bob.
Hey. Bob's come looking for some chicken-flavoured discs.
So today we'll just do like a catch-up, check on how you all are and let you know what we've been up to over the last 3 months. And then we'll look at getting back into trivia because we love doing the trivia.
Yeah, we do want to get back into trivia.
How's the boys? Good.
The 2 younger boys just had haircuts yesterday. They're looking all fresh and snazzy.
His name is Dave. Bob is. Okay. Yeah, so they've had haircuts. Gus is busy working.
I'm still taking Gus to work over the next town over, which is about 45 minutes away.
Yep, and we've got Griffin staying with us at the moment until he finds a place to move into with his girlfriend.
If anyone in here hasn't met our boys before, our oldest is Gus.
Yep.
He's 23. Our next one down is Griffin, who's 19. And then next one down again is Fisher, 14. And our youngest is Faron.
Hey, Wild Horse Dog, welcome.
Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Yeah, so Griffin was living in Brisbane, but now he's left there and living with us until he finds accommodation closest to us.
So he came out of the hospital and they packed up the apartment that they were living in Brisbane.
Take care, Dave.
See ya. Thanks for calling in, Dave. And also, thank you, everyone. I just saw Wild Horse and Dog's name, and there's a lot of people in here that have commented on videos lately, so thanks for that.
Deb says, can I move in?
Yeah, we got room. You can sleep in the office. Sleeping with the fishes.
Yeah. And in the transition of, you were talking about Griffin. In the transition of moving into this new house, we had to downsize on animals. But the animals that we did take are Diesel, that's the big Great Dane. Jessica, she's the cattle dog. Indy, and that's the 8-year-old cat.
Gus's cat.
Kitty, who's the year-old kitten, and 3 fish. So we downsized a lot.
Heaps.
The other animals we rehoused and rehomed.
So we found a farm for Billy the goat, and the ducks, the chickens, the peacocks. What else?
Bella and
Lily found homes down the coast.
Hey, Janie.
Hey, Janie.
Yeah. Hey, JJ.
JJ.
So we had to rehouse a lot of the animals, but they went to good homes. We made sure, because it was a little bit tough and a little bit heartbreaking to have to move them on, because we've had them for so long. So we made sure that we screened who they were going to.
A few of our animals were rescues too, more than a few. And we when we first took them on, we planned on finding good homes for them, but we ended up keeping them a lot longer than originally thought. I mean, they were as much for us as we were for them. They helped us out heaps. Yeah. Hey, Gussie.
Oh, good morning, Gussie.
Hey, Shannon.
You had to make yourself a wall, did you?
I had to make myself a wall. Hey, I am Leo, and Nature Nerd Outdoors is only 6 away from 500. Let's show him
if anyone
some
wants
love.
to help Nature Nerd out, he only needs a few. Pop in and say g'day, Gus.
G'day. Hello.
So that's Gussie.
Oh, you didn't see these yet, did you?
I saw them on your feet. Did you get 2 pairs?
Yeah.
I bought a pair too.
Oh, did you? Okay,
Yeah,
I'll open them. I'll open them.
Whoa, fuzzy.
I know, fuzzy. Gus, you're headless.
Oh, no.
Just stand on your knees.
Hey, Kimberly.
Oh, back of my seat. Hey, Kimberly.
Take care, Kevin.
Thanks, Kevin. Hey, I am Leo.
He is gaining weight, Danny.
Hey, me or Gus?
No, Griffin. He's up. He's roughly up to 57.6.
Oh, roughly 57.6.
No, but that fluctuates too. That fluctuates every day, because he does a weigh every day.
Shannon said, "How are you, Gus?"
I'm all right.
Hey, Shannon. Okay, so McDonald's here, because Gus works at McDonald's, are doing socks, burger socks for McHappy Day.
Yeah, McHappy Day.
So
and
McHappy Day.
So that's their charity for the Ronald McDonald House.
Hey, Angelo.
Hey, Angelo. Yeah, it's been a while. This is our first live stream in nearly 3 months.
They feel a lot
since we moved out of the old house.
Burger socks. I know.
Hold them closer to the camera so you can see the burgers.
Yum, 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 yum.
Best part is they actually smell like burgers.
They do
They do
not.
No, they don't.
You just sniffed them,
I know.
didn't you?
Lucky he hasn't worn them yet. The back of my chair's gone. Last year they did stripy ones like Ronald McDonald's. This year they got burgers.
Mm-hmm.
So all the money raised from the socks goes to the Ronald McDonald House.
Yes.
I guess you've got that in the USA and UK as well. The Ronald McDonald House is all the houses they set up off the side of the hospital for parents and loved ones of sick children to stay in.
Yeah.
And we had a really good experience with the Ronald McDonald House when my nephew was in hospital for leukemia.
Leukemia, yeah.
His family got to stay in the Ronald McDonald House, so I gladly support them whenever I can. So I bought a pair of burger socks last night.
Take your time, Kimberly. Nature Nerd Outdoors. If you have you got them? Do you know whether you've got them?
I think so, yeah.
Okay, because I was going to say, if we haven't, leave a comment and we'll, after the live stream.
I'm sure I have. Nature Nerd Outdoors, I think I hooked up with them a couple of weeks ago.
Okay.
But if anyone in here wants to show Nature Nerd Outdoors a bit of love, he only needs 4 to get his 500 milestone. Speaking of which,
yes,
that's what we got.
We reached our 2,000. Yay.
2,000. Thank you very much, everyone. 2,000
Hey,
beautiful
TSJ.
people.
Hi, Jai.
Haji Mazar, hi, how are you, mate?
Yeah.
And JJ, Ronald McDonald House is cool. They don't charge anyone. Yeah, exactly, JJ. A really good system, hey?
Hey, Annie Confetti. Janie says the lighting in the new house is glorious.
It's glorious. Yellow glorious.
I know, we've missed so many people.
Hey, Annie Confetti's in too.
And it's really hard because, like, I know.
Sorry if I missed anyone coming in. Welcome, everybody.
I know, because some people don't have contact with us outside of YouTube. So it's really hard to get messages across of what's going on. And some people just think we just disappeared. But we had been...
we still put things up on Twitter and Facebook.
And then I've got some closer people from YouTube that are on my messenger also, so they keep in contact with me and they can transfer what's going on also with us.
Hey, Red Feather's in here too. And Madison. Heaps of beautiful people are coming in. Awesome.
Okay.
So good to see you all. Thank you. In case you missed it earlier, a big thank you to everyone for all the support, love and concern everyone's shown us over the last few months while Griffin's been in hospital, our second eldest. We really appreciate all the well wishes and prayers and good thoughts that everyone sent to us.
Hey, Aussie Off Grid.
Aussie Off Grid. I'm still waiting for you to come and do my mowing, mate.
Hey, Tony. It's time. Okay, so we'll do a quick little update on Griffin, okay?
And Tony too. Every comment in videos, the first thing she asks is how Griffin is. So thank you, Tony. He is doing heaps better.
People that haven't got contact with us and haven't known what's been going on, about 8 months ago, Griffin came home because he was living in Brisbane and he would come home on weekends. And he'd come home and he said, Mum, I hurt myself at work. And we just thought he might have just pulled a muscle or twisted a bowel or something like that. So over that month, I kept on saying to him, go to the doctors.
It kept going on. He was really sore down there. And I thought maybe he had a hernia.
Yeah. And like it was to the point because at our old house we had a cattle grate to keep the cattle in, and we'd go over that, and he'd go, oh, as you're going over it, he was in that much pain. Now, as the time went on, they were trying to do tests to find out exactly what was going on. He was admitted 3 times over the space of 3 months.
And in that period, he had a lot of time, he had a lot of trouble with his food. He wasn't keeping food down, or it was going straight through him.
Mm-hmm.
He was having a hard time with the toilet, and he was also bringing stuff up.
Okay.
So he was starting to lose weight back then.
Yeah, so they ruled out that it was a hernia or a strain, and they were looking at that maybe it might have been a blockage. in his intestine. So they thought maybe he's just badly constipated. And they did put him on softener to try and flush him out. It was only and we had gone away up to visit my mum and dad.
Yeah, it wasn't really an accident so much, Red Feather. It was just he twisted the wrong way at work, and when he first felt it, that is.
That's when he first felt it.
He was just twisting, putting something up on shelves, and he felt a bit of a pang in his abdomen.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it wasn't really an accident. It was just he twisted the wrong way, and he thought that's what it all stemmed from.
So we went up to visit my mum and dad, and he had come up for the weekend, and he was looking very thin back then. And we said to him, if you don't start putting on weight, they'll end up hospitalising you, because he was starting to get that thin. And within 2 weeks, they did admit him, and that's when he had his first sigmascope. Now, the first sigmascope had showed they were just throwing names around of what it could be.
Could be this, could be that, but they were just mainly thinking still blockage. Huh?
Yeah. Yeah, so they did the first sigmascope, and so they come up with a few names, and they were saying Hirschsprungs, and they were saying
Hirschsprungs, IBD, which is irritable bowel disease, and you're right.
Yeah. Yeah. I was trying to think. There was another name, but I can't remember what it was. And then
ulceritis, diverticulitis, diverticulus.
Hey, optic. Hey,
throwing heaps of different names around. There was all different things.
Yeah. So they ended up getting him, flushing him, so he was a little bit clearer, and put him on I don't know, bowel prep, I think it's called. I don't know the name of it. And
hey, looky pooky.
They sent him home, and then within another 2 weeks, he was hospitalised again. And this time they were thinking there's something seriously wrong here, so they sent him for a colonoscopy and put a drain in. You right?
Yeah.
So they put a drain in and did a colonoscopy. And again, they weren't 100% sure what it was. They were hinting towards Crohn's. And then they sent him home for the weekend. He was on weekend release. He'd been in hospital for a whole week that week, and they sent him home with us. And the Monday, he went and had another colonoscopy, and they started ringing me and say, look, he needs to get back in here right away, because they'd discovered that he had a 5 centimetre abscess.
5 centimetres, probably about 2 inches maybe.
Yeah, but it was in diameter.
Across.
Yeah. Down in his lower pelvis. And so that's all they could find by doing lots of different things.
Everyone knows. It's all over the internet, Luke. Everyone's been telling me, Lukey Pookie was a dookie.
Okay, so they did that, and they decided, okay, he had to try and get weight on, because this time around he was getting down to about 50 kilos, which is probably about 100 pounds, roughly. So he was looking very thin.
Hey, Diva.
Hey,
we're just trying to give a full catch up on
Griffin
Griffin from when it started, but it's been going for months and months, so it's a bit of a catch up.
So it's about 8 months into about 5 minutes. So they ended up trying to get him to put on some weight before they actually decided to do surgery. And then he went for surgery, and they got a shock when they opened him up, because where the abscess was, it was down deep in the pelvis.
Oh, that was just keyhole surgery. They didn't open him right up.
What for?
To drain the abscess.
Oh, that was through the rectum. They put a drain up through the butt cheek, up through the rectum. Anyway, I skipped that part.
Oh, that's a keyhole. I didn't go into detail.
Yeah, but when they actually did the real surgery.
My keyhole.
When they actually did the real
keyhole
surgery.
Sounds better than butthole.
I know. When they actually did the real surgery, they cut him down from just below his belly button down to his pelvis, his pubic bone. And when they opened him up,
Luke, I'm your father.
When they opened him up, they got a shock, because there was 3 fistulas on the abscess, one up top.
Now, if anyone hasn't had any medical training, Fistulas are like the little
have a
tunnels, growths that join up abscesses to other spots.
Yeah.
So it's just like little tunnels that join up bits in your body.
So he had one up top and two down below on the lower part of the rectum. I'm going to say shit. Mama. And they were feeding into the abscess, so they were having a hard time draining out the abscess before this.
Yeah, so that was the little pathways to the abscess that was feeding it.
So end result is they cut 15 centimeters of his bowel off, which from...
No, he got out of hospital again and went back since. But you could give every step. But eventually we did find out that he has Crohn's disease.
Yes. So they repaired it by cutting 15 centimeters off his large and a little bit of his small. And the small is taken out to the outside of the...
abdomen.
I couldn't remember. I'm touching yours and I couldn't remember.
Lower.
So
Good night, Luke.
Good night, Luke. So he has a bag now, a ileostomy bag. Ileostomy. And
a stoma.
Yeah, a stoma, and that's his stoma treatment tomorrow. He goes down for his appointment tomorrow. But he is doing awesome. He is so good. We're so proud of how he has handled it all.
Most definitely. He's been an absolute trooper.
They say, Danny, probably about 6 months, but it depends on how the other fistulas that they cut heal. If they don't start to heal, he might have to have a bag for the rest of his life on the other side. That's the what's it called? Colostomy bag.
So at the moment he's got the smaller bag up off of the small intestine, and that's to give all the rest of his intestine and bowel a break.
Yeah.
And so nothing's going through it to infect it, and hopefully that all heals up for him. And once that's healed up, they reverse the stoma.
Yeah.
And the hope is, because he's young and besides all this stuff, he's fit and healthy. So the hope is that his body heals itself and everything goes as good as it can, and they can reverse the stoma and he'll be back to reasonably normal, but he'll always have Crohn's disease.
Yeah.
And it's an autoimmune disease. So it's basically the body attacking itself. It just gets confused, system gets confused and starts eating away at its own digestive system. So hopefully the Crohn's medication will suppress that.
Yeah.
And that just lowers his immune system a bit, and he can be fairly normal and be able to eat most things and that sort of stuff under control.
It is it is a manageable disease. So as long as the Crohn's medication can suppress the Crohn's, he can live a normal.
And haven't got it in our family that we know of. It is like a hereditary thing. It's in your genes, or you can have a predisposition to it.
Yeah.
Predisposition, but it hasn't presented in anyone else yet.
Yeah, exactly, Danny. She said colostomy is typically connected to the large intestine. Ileostomy is typically connected to the small intestine.
And the part they removed is higher, where the large meets the small, and your appendix and everything is off of that as well. Yeah. So his appendix got taken out with that bit that they removed.
JJ, he's not on any restrictions.
Hey, Patricia.
Hey, Patricia, he's not on any restrictions of his food because they are trying to get him to put weight on.
He's adamant. We're telling him to be careful with different stuff. But he's like, I can eat everything.
I can eat everything, you know. But yeah, at the moment he's just trying back on, and he is doing really well.
Okay, if anyone in chat, he went from about 75 kilos, between 75 and 80 kilos, down to very nearly 50 kilos.
Take care, Angelo. Thanks for popping in.
Thanks, Angelo, mate. We're just catching up on everything with Griffin, and wanted to say thank you to everyone who's left well wishes and messages. So cheers, mate. We'll catch up with you again soon. We'll be back on a bit more regular.
And it was also a way to test out how the internet is going to handle it, because like we're on I get NBN now.
Yeah, we got two. Well, that's just short for National Broadband Network.
Yeah, no, but we're on NBN, and we've never had NBN.
You probably know it as optic fibre.
Okay, 50 kilos is 117 pounds.
Okay, thanks, Deep. So that's what he got down to.
Yeah.
In between 115 and 120 pounds.
Mm-hmm. So this is a good way for us to test on how well the internet will handle trivia. So hopefully it's all coming through awesome.
And a very special hello and thank you to anyone who's watching but not typing. If there's anyone in the background watching, thank you very, very much.
Oh, no,
as well as everyone that's in chat. Someone put talking about subscribers and how many you were off of 500 instead of just joining in with the conversation and getting to know people. It's more about the people than the numbers, Nature Nerd. So just remember that, mate, and have fun with it.
JJJ, so good, awesome. Yeah. So that's been our in the mix of moving, and once we moved, it was go try and focus on him and going back and forth to the hospital. The hospital is an hour-and-a-half drive, so that's in Brisbane. Diesel's in the backyard.
Diesel is slowly getting used to the out in the house a lot. He's a little bit sooky and he watches me through the windows. Because the windows.
Yeah.
And if I'm in the kitchen, he comes up and stares at me through the window, or if I walk through the lounge room, he watches me through the glass door. And sometimes he has a little
come back anytime. Diesel is yeah. That's where the boys come in handy, because the boys earn pocket money by picking up the doggy poo. Granny takes the trip, says, hi guys, I'm lurking. Glad he's finally home.
Hey, Granny. Oh, you should see the size of him, John. I have to take a couple of shopping bags out in the yard when we pick it up and a little shovel. And some of his poos are the size of a small dog.
Says I love the light up. Yeah.
The night disc. Yeah, that was cool. He had his hit Faron in the mouth once, but it was Faron.
Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was Fisher got hit in the mouth.
Positive.
Watch
always Faron getting hit with something.
Oh.
He's got bruises on his face at the moment.
He's got a big bruise up on his cheekbone at the moment, Faron. He come a gutser off.
Come a gutser. There's a good Australian slang for you.
He come off his.
He had an accident. No, he come a gutser.
He come off his scooter and landed and hit his cheekbone.
Yeah, we have dung beetles, Red.
And he hurt his cheekbone and it's a bit swollen. But then he went swimming on the weekend and one of his friends pushed up off him and kicked him in the face. So where he hurt himself from the scooter.
He said, how'd you do that? He said, my friend kicked off my face.
So now he's got a bruise and it's starting to bruise under his eye. So, yeah.
And then he got a bit of a sore area at the back of his neck and his shoulder. So what's that from? He said, onto the trampoline. I think I might have heard it.
But Faron, there's our daredevil.
Hey, Mr. Conks.
Yeah, Faron's always to him, because he's out at the skate park or riding down, because like our driveway's got a bit of a slope to it.
It's huge. It's really steep.
So they, on their way to school, because they ride their stuff to get picked up at the bar there, and they get a bit of speed, and then I worry about them because I don't like to watch them because I don't want to see them come off at all.
And thank you, Patricia. We're doing really good. I feel heaps better now. I was really nervous before we started the live stream because it's been ages since we've done a live stream, and it was like doing our first one again, wasn't it?
I know.
I was really nervous.
I was talking to Deep in the Woods and I was saying, I'm so nervous. Thank you, DK. We have had our moments where we've just broken.
Hey, call me Donna. Hey, I'll rewind that. Hey, Donna.
We've had our moments where we have broken down. At the moment, he had a PIC line in.
And then quite literally, we broke down one day.
We did.
The car broke down.
He had a PIC line put in, and at the moment, he's got thrombosis.
Bit of thrombosis.
You want to come in and say a quick?
Oh, here's the man of the hour.
Yeah, so he's got thrombosis in the arm where the PIC line was. That's Griffin.
Yeah, I'll move to the side. You want my chair for a minute?
No, it's all right.
So this is Griffin, the one that we've been speaking about for the last 20 minutes. So he's doing good, but as I said, he's got thrombosis from where the PIC line was. Everybody says hello, Griff. And he's eating.
Oh, is that my special hair? You see, it was $28 a kilo. I have to buy it for you though to taste.
Everybody's saying, glad you're so much better, Griffin. You're right.
Yeah, my ears are full.
So they've just got a compression bandage on and giving him antibiotics for his thrombosis from the PIC line.
Speaking of which, I need to take that.
Yeah, the lady at the deli, when I got that ham, I said, oh, what's that ham like? She said, oh, it's really nice. I like it. I said, I've got a boy at home that thinks he's a ham connoisseur. I better take some.
Everybody's saying, how are you, Griff? Nice to see you.
Getting better.
I'm not sure whether I like the herbs. I like the meat though.
Mm.
Yeah, it is nice. It'd be nice with a bit of mustard.
We've got mustard seed in there too.
Yeah, they're saying glad they have figured out what's wrong. Awesome, call me Donna. She said she saw a link on Twitter that brought me here, subscribing and seeing all really nice.
Thank you. Nice to have you. Welcome aboard.
So he's eaten really well.
That's all he's doing lately. It's like he's a teenager.
I know.
But that's good.
I know, Danny, his colouring is really, really good compared to what it was. He was nearly as white as that shirt. They say, welcome home. So I'm glad that they found it when they did, because he was really bad, weren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And he does a change of the full change twice a week.
Yeah.
Yeah. Full change of the bag twice a week.
Hey, Deb, hashtag Team Griffin.
Welcome, Donna. Glad that you found it.
There's lots of beautiful people in here. Donna, if you want to hook up with people in here, really are lovely. I'm not just saying that. We've known nearly everyone in here for such a long time, and there's just so much love and support amongst us. About just thanking everyone for all the support, because we've been offline for a few months and we've had a couple of health issues with buggerlugs here.
Thanks, Deep in the Woods. We got our first troll. Yeah, so
Who's Dodo slime?
I don't know. This is some troll.
Don't ask your mother that. That's a question you never want to ask your mother.
But who, not what?
Don't know.
Well, who's dildo slime?
Yeah. Oh. So it's just been.
So, while we've got the boy here, any questions, anyone?
Yeah, and
because he'll disappear soon as that sandwich is finished, I reckon.
I'm just waiting on a phone call.
Oh, yeah, he's ringing.
Someone.
Griffin, do you still have the reindeer blanket?
Ah.
Yes.
It's set up on my bed at the moment.
Yeah.
That was so cute. When he was in hospital, the reindeer blanket is a little blanket we bought him as a present while he was real reindeer. It's faux or fake reindeer. really soft and snuggly. And he had that while he was in hospital.
Yeah.
And when we brought it home to wash it, it was like taking away his favorite toy when he was a little kid.
He was making me cry because like I wanted to take it home to wash it, and he was tearing up, and I was like, oh, I don't want to take it now. Coupon Girl says my 17-year-old has Crohn's, is going through infusions. Good luck with that. He, as I said, treatment tomorrow afternoon. He goes back down to the hospital and they start him on his treatment.
Wow.
How does I don't know whether it's a boy or a girl. Sorry, Coupon Girl. How are they going with the treatment?
All our best for him, Coupon Girl. We've had to learn so much in the last month. We've never experienced it with anyone in the family before, so we had to do a heap of research and Google and stuff all the time. In that first couple of weeks we found out. And
YouTube has some amazing videos because like we hadn't learned anything about it, and like we're thrown into the deep end.
Hazel.
And we had to watch YouTube channel to find out exactly what they were going to do. And there was
Did you tell him, sorry, but change subject, did you tell him we were thinking about getting a tattoo?
No.
Is it a surprise or can we say?
Well, it's not a surprise anymore.
You don't know what it is.
Oh, well, it's going to be...
Oh, you want to go that way? I thought you'd go the other way.
Oh, I want it on this hand. It's going to be that. So it's...
semicolon.
Semicolon. This last bout, he was in hospital a month, 29 days he did in hospital. So I don't know whether you can see that, but that's what we want to get done, a little tattoo for Crohn's disease.
That's not our idea. It is in a lot of the support groups. And it's a play on words because so many of the Crohn's patients have had parts of their colon removed, so they've got semicolons.
DK says,
so the little symbol is a semicolon. Collette wanted to get one on her hand and one on my hand.
She said, I like the way you say tattoo.
Tattoo?
Yeah.
Tattoo.
This is an odd question, but with you still get the feeling that you have to go to the restroom. No.
Not really, no.
You can. He does every 4 days. You go. He go to the toilet, but it's not an actual bowel movement. It's a mucus plug.
It just automatically goes straight through into the stoma.
Yeah.
So if anyone hasn't had anything to do with stomas before, it's just when they take a bit of the intestine from inside the body and poke it out through the abdomen, and then they just basically divert your digestive system.
He is having trouble. This is from Coupon Girl for her 17-year-old son. I think they said he was 17. I have to do a lot of research also, and my son has had it since he was 9.
Oh, wow.
That's very young.
So young.
Yeah.
They would have had to go through school with it and everything. Yeah, that's a big job, eh?
Yeah.
And when they're 9-year-old, it's harder for them to understand, and they say, See, with Griffin, he's got a really good head on his shoulders, and he's always been mature, and it's been really easy for the nurses and everyone and us dealing with him because he handles everything so well. So yeah, that's terrible to get it so young.
Yes. Prayers for your son. Danny. Yeah, so getting back to Danny, it's the stoma has a mind of its own.
Well, they basically just interrupt your intestines. So just whatever would just be passing through your intestines normally, that just happens.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's not till way down further in your digestive tract before it exits that you start to have some control over it. Or at least I try.
Any more questions for Griffin, or do you want to say anything? No.
Nice ham sandwich.
Nice ham sandwich. He's also wearing, because like he's lost that much weight, he's also now wearing I was going to say Griffin. Faron's clothes also. How old is Griffin? Griffin is 19. He doesn't
He was
eat
only
deep in the woods.
19.
Compared to some of the photos that I've been posting of him, he looks amazing now. A few more months and he'll hopefully be back up to where you were.
Yeah.
Little ant on the screen.
Jackie.
Get some rest, Griffin.
Yeah, I think I might.
Yeah. Yeah.
So at the moment, he is set to start his Crohn's medication in a week or so.
No, tomorrow.
Tomorrow already.
I don't know if we're starting it tomorrow,
Well,
but I've got
you
my
have
appointment
your
with the
Crohn's appointment tomorrow.
gastroenterologist.
Yeah.
So if anyone wants to find out more about it or they're interested, you can just Google Crohn's disease. There's heaps of information out there. But it's pretty well an autoimmune disease that attacks the digestive system.
Thank you all. Press Griffin. Have a blessed night all. You too, Coupon Girl.
Thank you, Coupon Girl, and thanks for sharing with us too.
Yes. Yeah.
Anytime you want to have a chat or catch up, just get hold of us.
You can. I don't know whether you're on Twitter or on my Twitter, but you can get hold of me on Twitter or our Facebook page if you just want to chat. I'm happy to chat.
Well, her son's had it for 8 years now.
Yeah. Hey, Megan Fox.
Hey, Megan. So, yeah, I'd love to hear more about it if you ever want to talk more.
Yeah. Glad you're home, Griffin.
Glad to be home.
So many people in here are just constantly asking about you, Griffin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So much love. Yep, awesome. She says Crohn's Foundation has also lots of info. I'm on Twitter and thank you so much.
Yeah, the support groups and info, and you don't know until it happens.
No, I'd never heard of it before. Never.
I'd heard of it, but only through distant sort of people I didn't really know close.
Yeah. Yeah. Shannon says, I got to go. Your family means the world to me. Love to you all. Take care, Shannon. Everybody says, glad you're home, Griff. Now, next on the agenda, we
okay, so we caught up on Griff. Griff's going to stay with us until they find a little place up this way, a bit closer to us, and get closer to you. He's got a beautiful girlfriend too.
She's been amazing.
And I don't just mean physically beautiful, but she's got a really beautiful soul. She's been so good with us and helping Griff too. So big thank you to her.
Yep. So it's been tag team because like when we haven't been able to be there for Griffin also, so it's been awesome. She's been supported you all the way through. Hey, can't fault her. She's a keeper. Yeah. So they're looking at a house. They go for a house inspection this afternoon. So hopefully, and then they can live up here for a little while until he gets 100%.
Yeah, just until they get back on their feet a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, she is a keeper. And she also does his hair.
Yeah, check that out. That she did his haircut.
Deb says loves Griffin's hair. So she does his hair also. So we did Griffin. Griffins can be ticked off. We've done.
Don't get Griffin ticked off.
We've done moving. That's been done.
So I think everyone in here is probably caught up with us moving through videos, but we moved closer to the little township.
Yeah.
Now we're not right in the township. We're sort of on the edge of it, so we still get some wallabies and rabbits or hares and birds and stuff coming past the house all the time, so that's really cool. Thanks, Griff.
I'll move that out the way. Yeah.
There we go. That's our
sniffing. That's our sniffing. DK was saying,
he's such a good boy.
Before he came in, she was saying, I don't know how you have kept it together. And like I was starting to say, we've had our moments where we have broken down because like it's been a big couple of months.
Dev's put a ring on it. He hasn't bought the ring yet, but he buys
He buys a
jewelry every birthday and Christmas and any event they have. He's been working his way up, I think.
Yeah, yeah. And how many times has Grant been put in? Not yet, Conklin. He's been good. He's been good.
I have been extra good. I don't want to get locked in the closet.
I'm just glad that he's been good, because I don't know whether I'd be able to take much more. But yeah, so not yet. Now things are on the up and up.
I would say so, Conklin. It definitely looks that way. They've been together for quite a while now.
Yeah.
Well, they had been living together in Brisbane.
In Brisbane, they were doing, because like last year, Griffin was doing paramedicine, and he decided that he didn't want to do that anymore, and then he started working, and he was doing 60 hours a week as he was getting sick.
In case you missed that was 60, and he was doing that. Remember how we were talking earlier when we said he twisted something at work and we thought he had a hernia?
Yeah.
And then he was not keeping stuff down and wasn't eating properly. All through that whole period, he was still doing 60-hour weeks. He was still working heaps.
Yeah, it's only been the last 3 months that
he is a really hard worker.
That he hasn't been able to work. Well, he's been in and out of hospital for the last 3 months. But now his work where he was has let him go. So
paramedicine is like to be a paramedic, an ambulance officer.
Yeah. So he was doing that last year, but he wanted to earn some money to get some money behind him.
So paramedicine's pretty full on. It's like if you know paramedicine, you can be a nurse or an ambulance officer, or you can do lots of things in medical industry if you got your degrees in paramedicine.
Yeah. So he was doing that last year, and then he decided that he wanted to earn some money. So that's where he went and decided to earn and build up
do some warehouse work.
Yeah. But as I said, they've now let him go. So while he's up here recuperating, when he gets a little bit stronger, hopefully he can get some work again. Something just a little bit easier on his body. I know. And then you can get insurance, just say if you get sick, if you've got that sort of insurance that covers you when you get sick, they'll pay a percentage of your wage. But he was going to get it, and then he decided that he wasn't going to be sick. And that's like hospital cover before he went into hospital.
Well, everything that's been done with him has been through the public hospital.
Yeah.
So our public health system is really good. I can't say anything bad about it. But you can also get private hospital insurance, and that's not through the public system. That's not the free one. That's private.
You pay
hospital
into it.
Where you pay into it, and you get more specific care.
Yeah.
So we have both here. The public system looks after anybody who can't afford it.
Take care, Danny. Thanks.
Really good to see you, Danny. I hope it was a little bit better for you talking to us while we can chat and talk a little bit more and get to see Griffin.
It's a lot easier talking now because when we're in the thick of it, it just seemed to go on, and emotionally we were both drained, so we couldn't sit through a full conversation without breaking down in tears.
We thought about doing a live stream a couple of times a few weeks back, but it was still really raw, and Collette started talking about Griffin and what he'd been through, and she'd break down, and then if I see Collette crying, I get teary.
Yeah. So now that we've actually got him home and we can see the progress and see that he's on the mend, it's a lot easier to actually sit down and have a chat and say, okay, this is what we've been dealing with. But yeah. So thank you so much, Danny. Hopefully we filled in your questions.
Yeah, JJ. Well, I think we've got it pretty good in Australia because they've got like the basics all covered by public health. All of our public welfare system covers anyone who can't afford it.
Yeah.
And then on top of it, there's also added insurance. You can get work insurance, health insurance, hospital insurance.
But they won't cover you if, okay, just say if you went to get insurance, they wouldn't cover you if you have
Pre-existing
condition.
That's insurance companies worldwide, Bob.
Yeah. Wedding day is going to be
Insurance
a
companies love to
too.
take money. They don't like to give it out.
No. Yeah. When Griffin's always been my little ray of sunshine. When he was
TPG.
Hey TPG.
How you going, Bradley?
When he was a baby.
Thank you for popping in.
That's what I used to sing to him, because like with his orange hair and that sort of thing.
When he was first born, he was a big baby too.
Yeah.
He was really healthy size. And what was he born? 9 pound what?
9 pound out.
9 pound 8.
9 pound 8.
So he was a big bouncing boy, and he had this red hair sticking up.
Yeah.
And we knew he was going to be a boy because Collette had the scans. But I come out of the labour ward and I saw Mum. I said, "Oh, you got to see this. I can't wait for you to see." And she said, "What is it, a girl?" I said, "No, he's a redhead."
Yeah.
So he's our only redhead.
Yeah. And growing up, he had a temper growing up. And I remember having to put him in the room and walk away, because once he got started on his temper,
all the other kids, we used to give him little smacks on the
Yeah.
bum, and didn't work with him at all.
No.
He'd just stick his bum out and say, like, "Is that the best you got?"
You'd say, "I'm going to smack you," and he'd stick his bum out as to say, "Well, go ahead."
Thank you, Wild Horse and Dog. Really appreciate you coming in and seeing us.
Collette, you look beautiful. You don't look like you have. Oh, makeup hides it. Makeup doesn't.
Today's the first time I've seen her with makeup, and she got the curl and wand out and did a bit of her hair, and I went, "Whoa, you're getting all sexified."
Yes.
But back to that, Collette used to always sing to him when he was a baby.
Yeah, you
You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are blue. You'll never know,
skies are
dear.
naturally blue.
Oh. See, that's why you sang to him and I didn't.
Yeah.
He would have grown up confused if I sang to him.
Yeah. Thanks, DK. We've been it's been.
Please don't take my sunshine away.
We've been we've had each other, and we've had some amazing people be sounding boards for us also. So we're very grateful for all the love and concern.
Oh, the other week too, Colette's parents, niece and sister and brother-in-law all put together and got flowers delivered up here for us.
Yeah.
A big bouquet of flowers that sat on the table, just wishing us well, and it was really nice to get something like that too.
How much does your makeup artist charge you? I'd love to have my makeup done professionally.
She wouldn't want me to do it. She'd end up looking. I might be able to do it for Halloween.
We should do that once. Get you to do get ready with me, and you do me, and I do you.
Oh, I have no idea.
I know.
You'd end up looking like a clown.
End up with big.
Yeah, I like flowers, JJ. I always have. I like buying Collette flowers.
Yeah, I like real flowers. I know that sounds funny, but with Griffin, Grant's brother brought me fake flowers, and I don't like fake flowers. Just like I don't like soft toys because they're dust collectors.
I gave them to you for years.
I know, and he turned up at our place and gave me some flowers, but they were brought for his wife, but he was obviously in the doghouse with his wife, and he gave them to me, and I was like, no, I don't want them. Yeah.
I think you did say I appreciate the thought.
I did. I was nice about it. Thank you, but yeah, I gave my reasons.
Is there someone else that would like them? Yeah, I don't like plastic flowers either. No. I like real ones.
I'm going to get a drink of water. A drink of water.
A dual makeover video. I was thinking about letting Collette do my Halloween makeup.
Oh, we got Halloween today.
Camera. It's Halloween today for us. It's already Halloween here. So today the time here is 11 a.m.
Yeah.
and it's Wednesday morning, so it's an hour before lunch Wednesday here, and it's already Halloween. Halloween's not that big in Australia.
No.
Someone was asking me about Halloween in Australia yesterday or the day before.
That was on Janie's chat.
Okay.
That I was saying about Halloween.
So it's the shops and the retail industry have been pushing Halloween here for the last 15 years, and they're slowly starting to get traction.
Greeno says, "You're not bloody American."
Do you want me to say how they said it? You're not bloody Americans, right? You're not bloody Americans, and you're not going trick-or-treating. No one does it. No one will have candy. You're not bloody doing it.
They still do it here. I know. I've noticed a few Facebook pages that have gone, "Don't you dare knock on our door. We're not American." And like some people get really nasty about it. I don't know whether if it is like that over there, whether people go, "No, you don't."
I'm pretty sure in America they don't say you're not Americans.
No.
Well, some of them do.
No, but I don't know whether there's people against it over there as much as it is here.
Well, see, everything we see on TV and the sitcoms and the movies and all that sort of thing, Halloween's always been really popular in America. And it didn't even come from America, you know. It come from
I don't know enough about it.
Ireland. Ireland, I'm pretty sure it originated. Originally, way back when. But America has really embraced it. But it never really had much popularity here. And we always wanted to as kids, because what kid doesn't want free candy? So we used to always want to do it. But it was a bit dangerous because so many people would get really annoyed if you knocked on their door asking for stuff.
Came from Europe or Hallows Eve?
Yeah, Ireland, I'm just about sure. I won't say 100% confident, but I'm pretty sure it was Ireland. So yeah, the retail industry has been pushing it here for a long time, but it's only just starting to take off. It's starting to get more and more popular this last 5 years especially.
And so, because it's not that popular, and when we're in a little town, we put up an ad saying that we will have some treats for trick-or-treaters that do come around. So this is our little stash. So that's for any of the trick-or-treaters that will turn up at our door.
So there's a local Facebook group, and on there you can post if you're doing it or not, so the parents know where to take them. And there's only 5 people doing it.
Yeah, we're live, Megan. She says, "Oh, you are live."
Yeah, we're live.
We're live.
He's alive, I tell you. Okay.
You live?
So there's a Wicked Fizz, a little Milky Way chocolate bar, Warheads. Oh, there's creepy. There's a severed finger in there.
I want candy.
Vampire teeth lollies, eyeball lollies, another severed finger, Mentos.
Milky Way.
I think these are really cute. I bought a little packet of chocolate pumpkins. They come in a wrapper.
Oh
no, I dropped it. Look at that. I'll get it close, see if it can pick it up. How cute is that? Little chocolate pumpkins. Aren't they gorgeous? So I bought a couple of packets of them.
So that's our little stash for any little trick-or-treaters that turn up this afternoon.
Last year for our Halloween, was it Halloween trivia?
Yes.
We got dressed up for Halloween trivia, and we bought a few things for the back wall. So I'm going to hang them out the front this afternoon, and I'll just get to hand out lollies for a couple of hours before I've got to take Gus to work.
Yeah. And I think you're taking the younger boys out to that area.
The next town over. Because it's a bigger town, so there might be more over there.
JJ's a big Kit Kat fan.
Yeah, aren't they, Hazel? I love them little pumpkins.
I love tubes.
Oh, their Milky Ways are brown wrapped.
Oh, really?
That's a blue. Always been blue. Thanks, Megan. Happy Halloween. Yeah, it's already Halloween for us in Australia. Hey, don't tell the kids. I bought another big packet of Milky Ways and I hid them in top of the cupboard.
I hide them all the time. Yeah, if you don't eat anything here, you have to find stash spots. Many parents do it, and they don't know where they are and other things.
And you know when they find it, because all of a sudden it just goes.
That's like, because when it comes to lunch stuff also, like I'll give them something yummy in their lunch, and then I'll hide the packet again, and then they'll come home from school and say, oh, can I have one of those things? I said, I don't know where they are.
Everyone stashes Megan reckons. Hey,
Yeah.
I was watching a comedy special last night. Now I don't know if it's true or not, but she made it sound like it was true. She reckoned with squirrels, they forget and can't find 80% of the nuts they hide.
Really?
Yep. Said so basically squirrels plant trees.
Yes. Peppermint patties. I love peppermint patties.
Yeah.
I love anything peppermint. Peppermint chocolate is divine. Yum, yum. I've seen pictures where
I brought you some Tim Tams. Got any left?
I shared them.
Is there any left?
No.
When there's none left, the first word's out of I shared them.
I did share them.
Not with me, you didn't.
I've seen the photos of a YouTube video of the squirrels, and like they keep stuffing them in their mouth, and you can actually go.
They're so worried about everything eating their acorns, and nothing else eats them, I don't think. So they hide them everywhere, and they lose 80% of them.
Megan says, I always share. See, I share too.
Yeah, just not with me.
You weren't around. I shared with the kids. Family transported their yard into a Jurassic Park complete with a volcano. It was featured on the local news.
Cool
The family has cases of full-size candy bars. It was awesome.
Wow. Imagine how popular that place would be.
I know. Yeah.
Yeah, me too, Jojo. I used to love coming up with the most weirdest original hiding spots.
And then you couldn't remember where you put them.
A bit like the squirrel. I used to lose 20% of my stash. I wouldn't lose 80%.
And the thing is that you wouldn't let me know where you had hidden that. And then he'll say, have you seen I don't know where you put it. Saw a video where other squirrels sit around and watch where they've hidden and steal them, causing quite a ruckus between them.
Even little squirrels. Well, they look like meth heads, don't they, when they go? We don't have squirrels here.
No.
No squirrels in Australia, so I've only ever seen them on documentaries or cartoons.
Oh, if you want to see some beautiful footage of outdoors and the colours of fall, Deep in the Woods has been putting up some amazing footage videos of the colours.
Beautiful colours.
See, we don't get to see the...
Oh, we do, but it's really scarce and sparse because we don't get cold winters.
But the pictures, the videos that she takes is like documentary. Like you could do postcards from some of those screenshots.
Yeah, I think
there's some
amazing spots in Oregon.
Amazing pictures of
Deep in the Woods is somewhere in Oregon.
Yeah.
And it's just absolutely beautiful colours and scenery, the creeks and the leaves.
See, I love the background. It looks postcard-ish.
Aussie Off-Grid wants a squirrel. Me too.
Thank you, DK. Take care, and it's been lovely to have you with us. I want a squirrel. I think the closest to squirrels we get are like possums and your sugar gliders here.
Yeah, probably.
But they don't stall.
They're a lot more subdued.
Yeah.
Squirrels seem to be the exact opposite in nature of koalas. Koala just sit around, hang out in the one spot all day.
Yeah.
Rarely see them out of trees, and when you do, they're just moving to another tree. Whereas squirrels are, wow.
now that we have everything set up again, DK, and we'll sort the office out so it's better for streaming, we'll be doing it more regularly, or at least once a week, but we'll try and get on it.
Hey, Green Eyes, did I say hello to Green Eyes yet?
I'm not sure.
Sorry if I've missed anyone. I'm trying to keep up.
Thank you, Megan. She said, I think you are both fabulous. I'm so glad God rated you, made my day.
Awesome. Thank you very much.
Thank you. You're welcome. Call back anytime, Megan.
We really do appreciate all you guys. And we did mention at the start of the stream, we just hit 2,000 subs. Yes. And that's incredible. It's just so good to have so many people that are just awesome.
Yeah.
I know everyone says it, but we really do appreciate you guys. It's just so many times we've had just unbelievable care and concern shown by all of yous.
Oh, no, you're not invisible. I actually saw a really funny thing. I think it might have been on Facebook. It was in a Walmart, and it had it was on one of the shelves, and it had invisible tape, and there was none in the container. Sorry, that just made me think of it, because she said, oh, you're not invisible. I see you. Squirrels are crazy, hard to keep as pets.
I bet they are.
The bandicoots. I love watching the rascally bandicoots. They
Where do you watch them?
On YouTube. they mischievous little children. They look like
bandicoots.
Not bandicoots. What are they?
Oh, hedgehogs.
No, raccoons.
Ah, yeah.
Bandicoots, raccoons, badgers. No, raccoons. No. Raccoons. Bandicoots. Bandicoots here.
We've might seen be thinking bandits because they got the
dun, 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 dun.
I think the first time I ever saw raccoons was on Grizzly Adams when I was little, and I was like, "Wow, check them out!" And they were so mischievous.
We've seen a bandicoot here, well, not here, but in our area, and it was a spotted. Yeah. It was a spotted.
I saw one the other night.
It's like a pig. It's like hairy.
Oh, no, that was a quoll.
Well, you think it was a quoll?
Yeah, spotted quoll.
A spotted quoll, okay. Crash
Bandicoot.
It does look nothing like Crash.
Doesn't look nothing like Crash. They're really cute, timid little creatures.
But they carry ticks.
Everything carries ticks here. Wallabies, kangaroos, even snakes. You get ticks on snakes.
Yeah. Yeah. And being at the bottom of a mountain here now, have to watch that the ticks don't get washed into the yard from the runoff of the rain also.
I love the raccoon in Guardians of the Galaxy. He's cool. I like him. But yeah, as soon as I saw them when I was a little kid on Grizzly Adams, I loved them straight away. I think in that episode of Grizzly Adams, they were wrecking everything in his cabin.
Green Eye said, I thought they were cute too until I had a run-in with some while camping. And raccoons can be friendly if you've known them from birth. You should have had my boyfriend freaking out when I told him what animals they eat here where I live in West Virginia compared to California where he is, Megan. So she's talking to Megan. Lots of ticks, paralysis ticks too. Awesome. That's terrible.
Kangaroos and wallabies, but yeah, kangaroos are like that too, Conklin. If you have them from when they're a small joey, they're really good. You can have them as pets, but you got to have them from little.
Skunks. No, we don't have skunks, if that's what you're talking about. No, we don't have skunks. We have stink bugs.
We don't have opossums. We have ringtail possums, brush-tailed possums, sugar glider possums. We've got a few different ones, but no opossums.
And we don't have bears. The only bear we have is a koala, and it's not a bear.
Yeah, it's not really a bear. It's a marsupial.
Yeah. No worries, Annie. Raccoons carry rabies, and we were told not to leave cat food on our porch because it attracts raccoons.
Yeah. What about these people with bears around them?
I know.
That'd be a bit scary.
Yeah.
Bears scare me. They're too big. I hate anything that I can fit in its belly.
I know. He says that with crocodiles too. Like, we don't have crocodiles here around us.
They're up north.
Up north, up near Cairns and that area.
Yeah, even as far down as Townsville, you get crocodiles. But
Aussie Off-Grid says they have bilbies there.
you know, I thought I saw a bilby on the road the other night, Aussie Off-Grid, and I thought, no, we don't get them here. Couldn't have been.
Might.
Are they a different bilby to the Western Australian ones, or the same one? I thought that they're that endangered that they're only in Western Australia, and even if we did have them around here, you probably wouldn't see them. But I saw one on the road the other night. It looked a lot like a bilby.
A bilby. How would you describe a bilby?
It's a small marsupial, and probably a bit smaller than a rabbit. Big ears, long nose.
They're close to extinction here.
They're endangered.
Yeah, and instead of Easter rabbits,
yeah, they started doing bilbies.
They do bilbies at Easter time. So they're a little chocolate.
The Easter rabbit is still king.
Yeah.
But to try and help the bilby and give it I think it helped a lot too.
Yeah.
Give funds to protecting the bilbies, and that they started doing Easter bilbies.
Yeah, the greater bilby here, which is endangered.
Okay.
Hey, C-Day, welcome.
Aussie Off-Grid at the Queen's Park in Ipswich. There's a little area there where they've got bilbies. I think they're the little ones, the Western Australian ones. Have you seen them? So it's a good place to go, that little animal sanctuary at Queen's Park in Ipswich. I'm gonna do a video there one day. I have to take the boys down again. Yeah. It's been a while.
Getting some more water.
Kind of like an opossum. A lot daintier, tiny little feet and bigger ears. More. A lot of our tiny marsupials have got like a big rat's tail. Yeah, it's a good spot. It's all. It's like a man-made tunnel, so it's dark and it's just got red light. So it's got a different kind of light in there, so you can go in and view them. Last time I went there, they were still there anyway. That was probably a year ago or more.
Deep in the Woods has Googled it. She said it's funny looking like a rat with a trunk with like an elephant. Rabbits are an invasive species in Australia, aren't they?
Yes.
Yes.
Hey, ZZ78. In decades gone past, more like a couple of generations ago, grandfather's time, there was massive culling of rabbits across Australia. They used to be a huge pest, and then they paid so much for a rabbit skin, and a lot of people through the Depression went and made their money from get a few dollars to put food on the table by hunting rabbits.
And then they created a disease to
yeah, they released myxomatosis into the rabbit community.
Yeah.
And it's a terrible disease. It makes them go blind.
Yeah. Hey, Father Frequency. We were talking about rabbits.
You can correct me if I say anything wrong here, Aussie Off-Grid. It's good to have another Aussie in here because I'm not sure sometimes. Because I know bits and pieces, but I don't know everything, that's for sure.
JJ says, now to be a bummer, but I read today 60% of animals have gone since 1970. Not sure how true that is. Yes.
Since 1970.
Sizzle. I can't even say it. Population of the human race has taken it over, and
yeah, we're going to kill everything.
All the wooded forestry is.
Just in a couple of hundred years, there'll be nothing left. We'll have to eat each other.
They are so cute. They're like a chinchilla with long ears.
There we go. Because we don't know what chinchillas are. Chinchillas are real dainty little animals, aren't they?
Yes, we do have Vegemite in our pantry, Toad Goose.
Sure do. Do you want me to grab it?
I can. We always have Vegemite.
ZZ78 is from South Carolina. Awesome. Welcome in, ZZ. I don't know if you've seen us for live chats before. We've just had a long break. It's been nearly 3 months since we've done a live stream. Between moving house and having our boy in hospital, it's been so hectic. But it's been really catch up with everyone. Yeah, Colette's going to grab some toad goose. She'll bring it down. We've always got Vegemite. Well, we haven't done it in a few months, but we used to do a trivia show every week. We'd live stream a trivia show, and just as little prizes for the trivia, we'd send out little tiny little rectangle samples of Vegemite, and would sometimes send out little fluffy koalas and Australian type stuff. So we were always sending away little Vegemites for people to try. Hazel, gotta go. Glad Griff is doing good. We have missed you all. Thank you very much, Hazel. Really appreciate it. That's what today's about, hopping on to catch up and say thank you to everyone. Yeah, we're really glad to have him back home too. It's been a big couple of months. Take care, Hazel, and we'll catch up with you soon.
I can't find it in the cupboard.
Can't you find it?
It's in there somewhere, but I can't find it at the moment. It's hiding at the moment, somewhere in the back of the cupboard.
Have we got any of the little sample ones left?
They're still packed in the office box.
Oh, I don't know. We moved house nearly 3 months ago, and there's so much still packed up.
We've been in and out for so much over the last probably 3 months that we haven't actually moved in properly. I've been trying to throw you boomerang. I've still got things to post off too. So I'll do that probably today. And I'm sure that you can understand how hectic it's been. So we'll have to do that. Take care, Hazel. Just reading up as I've. It's good to see you too, Father Frequency. Normally we have Vegemite all the time. I just can't find it in the cupboard at the moment. Yeah, the flooding and the hurricane. Did you find it?
It was hiding.
I said it was hiding.
I thought I found it straight away because I saw the yellow lid, but it was peanut paste.
There we go. See? It was hiding. Was it up high?
No, it was down low.
Oh, normally it was. So there you go. With this last week, we've been actually able to stay home. So it's been lovely. Like the weekend just gone, we've been actually able to sit on the veranda and enjoy the veranda.
That video I did the other week mowing, that was the first time I've mowed in this place. But it's been so dry here, we actually got a bit of rain and everything just started to take off. Hey, Fairy Frequency. No, it's Father Frequency.
Yeah. We've been just so hectic, Father Frequency, over the last 3 months.
We've had a really busy time. We had moving house first, and then in amongst that, one of our boys got really sick and has been in and out of hospital, and then he was in hospital for a month straight. So running back and forward to the hospital, and also still taking my oldest son to work. And we've got our 2 youngest sons that I was still trying to do things with and trying to settle into the house too. So it's just been crazy.
Mm-hmm. So he did find it. Yay. I knew we had some, but I just couldn't see it in the cupboard.
That's a bigger jar. You can get slightly bigger, but that's about the size jar nearly everyone buys.
And it's nearly empty. See? That's how it gets used. Smells potent.
Smells a bit old. I mean, it's always a bit bitter, but the older it gets, it sort of starts to smell a bit more bitter. So that's a good size blob.
There was a storm in England a month ago that we weren't prepared for, but I saw what happened in America and Hong Kong. Yeah, the flooding and the devastation in Florida.
If anyone hasn't tasted Vegemite before, it's a bit salty. A bit salty, a little bit bitter, and it's a real thick consistency like tar. Our Conklin, well, a couple of people in here have had it sent to them. We've sent Vegemite.
Oh, look, I got some on my
Our Conklin reckons it tastes like licking the rust off of a Ford Ranger.
I come from the land down under.
He just smiled and gave me a Vegemite sandwich.
We've had some awesome rain since we've moved this last 3 months. It's been wonderful.
Today's live stream proudly brought to you by the Simple Joys Coffee Cup.
Hey, Kim.
Hey, Kim Fife. Welcome, welcome. If anyone hasn't been here before, my beautiful wife, Collette.
Hey.
I'm Grant.
And together,
we are
the Simple Joys. And we always say, he's simple and I'm Joy.
We do have 4 sons,
Mm-hmm.
2 older and 2 younger. And we used to have about 100 animals, but now we're down to about 7.
Yes. So we have decluttered some of the animals.
Yeah, we moved house a few months ago, so it's all been a big change for us. But we still have Diesel the Great Dane, Jessica the cattle dog, the 2 cats, and a few fish.
Yeah.
I was going through some of our old videos last night. I was watching some of the old animal ones. It was a bit sad, but it was really nice to watch them all again.
I mean, because like we still have we had the 2 little dogs that we rehomed, and I'm still in contact with the women that that took them. So they send me through pictures all the time, and they're doing wonderfully well.
Hey, Fairy Frequency, good to see you both in here. Thank you for coming and saying hello.
Well, Aussie Off Grid, some stuff still made it over here. We haven't been able to park the car in the garage until he gets into the shed and sorts it out.
Yeah, well, I could probably do another yard sale.
Yeah.
I mean, I got rid of heaps before we came. We had that auction that I took stuff to. I covered that in a video too.
Mm-hmm.
But I actually got rid of heaps at the auction, and then I gave away stuff and I threw out heaps. So we did thin down a lot.
Yeah.
But there's still a fair bit came here, and I could go through it again.
Hey, HC Aqua.
Hey, HC Aqua. That HC Aqua reminds me too. Last night I had a look at a lot of our old fish videos.
Yeah.
Yeah, some of them are really cool. I'd forgotten about them.
Yeah. Well, you can still go out and visit your fish also, because
I sold a lot of them to someone I know.
They ate them, HC Aqua.
Yeah, but they were no good. They didn't fertilise.
Is it better now? Our face has gotten a bit fuzzy, or is that?
I think, mine's a bit fuzzy. I've been tossing up whether to keep growing it or not.
I think so. I think through November, and then come December, maybe shave it off. Because like Movember is tomorrow.
This is the most beard I've ever had.
Yep, and because Movember and this month, October, was Breast Cancer Awareness Month here.
Fairy and Father, yeah, they're together deep in the woods. Fairy Frequency and Father Frequency.
Do you like your beard?
I do now, yeah. I never used to be able to grow them. It was real patchy and it'd get itchy and annoy me. But I finally got past that stage and it started to fill in a little bit. And I've enjoyed playing with it, and I get beard oil and I trim it in and try and keep it neat. I haven't done it in a few days, so it's not great. But I'm really slow at growing any sort of hair, really.
Can be a mole Santa.
So it's been different. It's been good to be actually, well, I'm in my 40s. I'm 45 now. I can finally start to grow a beard.
Yeah.
But I've got no chest hair, back hair. I've got hardly any hair under my arms. I've always been like a hairless cat.
Do I like it? Yeah.
Well, she surprised me. I didn't think she would, because I just never thought she'd like any sort of beard on me. But she's been pretty good. She likes it. She even bought me a little package with a beard comb and beard oil and stuff like that for Father's Day.
Yeah.
Naked mole rat.
It doesn't worry me. Like, he can shave it off if he wants to shave it off.
She really likes it when it tickles her legs.
That was a weird noise.
Like a dolphin. Can you swim really fast, HC? Jump out of the water? Yeah, I'm like that, I've got no chest hair and even very little hair on the bottom of my stomach, only a tiny bit. Hey, Maddie. Clutch my pearls.
Yeah.
Yeah, look under my arm.
Yeah, I'm more
45 years old. I've never ever shaved or waxed under my arm or anything.
I'm more hairier than him.
And that's it. Hardly any. So even probably well into my 20s and 30s, when I tried growing a beard, that section right there would not grow. So I'd get really long sideburns and a bit on my chin, but nothing there. But now that's finally starting to grow, but it's all salt and pepper now. It's heaps of grey coming through it. So by the time I finally get a beard, I guess it'll be all white.
C-Day subscribe.
Thanks, C-Day.
Fascinating.
That
is disturbingly smooth.
I know, right?
Oh, dear.
Oh, dear. I think inside my nose gets about as many hairs as under my arm now. The older I get, hairs start popping out weird places. I haven't got any in my ears yet. Probably another 10 years before I get ear hairs.
No, I think he'll shave it off when it comes summer, because like summer's on the 1st of December. And
summer's pretty full on here.
Very hot.
We get hot days here and really humid.
Yeah.
I try and convert it over to Fahrenheit. I think we get about 120 Fahrenheit maximum on our middle of summer hot days, and something like 90% humidity. It's massive humidity.
Yeah.
So
hey, Laura.
Sort of like a bit like Florida weather, I think.
Yeah. Yeah.
What's that? Hey, Laura.
She says, I love the new background. I need to work on it, so I might flip the desk around, because like we're facing this way, but I might flip the desk around so we have actually got a wall.
Well, Collette made this wall behind us. She took a big board out of my garage, sat it up on the kitchen chairs, put sheets over it, and then decorated it. And then behind that is the window for this room.
Yeah.
So I think we need to change the desk around somehow.
Yeah, we might have to work on the office so it works properly.
I want to move the camera and show them the fish.
Oh, I can. I just ZZ78 says I've had a beard. Last year it was 18 inches long.
Whoa. And
HC Aqua says, do you have the random long eyebrow hair yet?
Not yet.
You see some men like that.
Collette gets one random hair coming out of her neck.
Yeah, I do. I've got
it's around here somewhere.
No, I've got a mole there, and the mole grows the hair. and I just pluck it out. If you want me to grab the camera.
You can't. Oh, you're going to spin the whole screen around.
Oh, I can.
Oh,
Tricky.
Look, I'm going to show people the fish.
There we go. Oh, hang on. Yeah. Oh, that's easier than picking it up off the thing. So that is the fish tank there.
Want me to
Take
feed
care,
them?
C-Day.
Thanks for popping in, C-Day. Hope we catch up soon. If you want to catch any videos or live streams, just hit the bell, mate. We're really happy to have you aboard. Thank you.
And Red Feather's going also. Take care, Red Feather.
Thanks, Red Feather. I was answering Red Feather's comments last night. They love the animals.
No, I pluck it out. I'll have to make sure that I don't make it go fuzzy. They're hungry this morning.
Always hungry. I've been feeding them 2-3 times a day.
That is still just a temporary tank. We've got a bigger tank in the garage that we need to set up. I'll spin this back around now.
If you want.
Okay.
So that's
hang on.
Tiger Oscar, Longfin Albino Tiger Oscar, and Gold Severum. I just realised I'm pointing on our screen.
You are too. I didn't even think.
How old are they? Well, I can't be 100% sure, Fairy, because I didn't get them from babies. A couple of them I rescued. But to me, they look like they're about 5-6 year old. Oscars can live to be like 15-year-old, but generally around 10-year-old, sort of like about as old as a dog normally, Oscars. Yeah,
so the bigger tank that we're yet to set up, we could, maybe we set that up as a background.
In here, the big one.
I don't know. It's so heavy.
Yeah, Madison was eating fish yesterday, I think it was.
But we've got the big tank still to set up, and we're just trying to decide where.
Yeah, they are. They are really, really nice ones. Those ones, HCF. But that's the only 3 fish I kept. I sold a colony of electric yellows, a colony of 6-bar frontosias. I sold big silver sharks, like 13-14 inches long.
Our plecos.
Sailfin plecos.
Bristol nose.
I got rid of heaps because I had
Green Texas.
I had like 3 5-foot tanks, a 6-foot tank, a couple of 4-foot tanks. So we had a lot to get rid of. I just couldn't bring them all here.
Yeah.
And they've never tried breeding. Since we moved here, but they didn't fertilise them, and then they got eaten. Take them for a bit, but they were no good.
Sardines are gross. Yeah.
Been ages since I've tried sardines.
You don't eat a lot of sardines. The kids love tuna.
I like tuna.
The lemon pepper tuna, the seasoned tuna, anything tuna. We used to raise zebra cichlids.
Nice. Yeah, I only had one big tank with Africans. I'm pretty sure zebra cichlids are Africans. We say zebra. Zebra. I think they're Africans.
They could go in the garage, but then your horde would have to go.
That was the plan, Concon, once I sort out a bit more of what's in the garage to set up the big tank in there. I've still got our the big display cabinet.
Yeah.
That's the only one I didn't sell out of the big tanks.
And I worry about that too, because like the tank itself, just the glass, is 200 kilos. That's without water in it.
No more.
I said that without just the glass.
Just the glass, yeah.
Yeah. The tank itself, just the glass, is about 200 kilos.
And then the cabinet, there's another probably.
So it will be
30, 40.
Too heavy, I think, to have it on the floorboards up here. whereas it might be better set up in the garage.
Yeah, once it's full of water, you're looking at over half a ton.
Yeah. Medicine.
Madison's never tried kangaroo. You can get it most places. Woolworths, Coles.
Coles has a stack of them in their fridge section.
If you just want to try the easy way first, Madison, just grab the little kangaroo burgers. You can get little patties.
Or sausages. You can get roast sausages.
I haven't tried the sausages. I don't know what that's like. Because
I think you can
if it's anything like other sausages, that's all just the offcuts ground up. So I don't know what that'd be like.
You can get them with, I think they mix with tomato and basil. I think.
Yeah, kangabangas, bush kangaroos.
Yeah.
I mean, bush sausages.
Bush kangaroo.
Skippy the bush kangaroo.
Awesome.
Hey, I got some footage a couple of days ago. Excuse me, my throat's a bit rough. I went to pick Faron up from his friend's house, and I noticed a mob of kangaroos over the back of their property. So when I went to pick him up, I jumped out the car, had my camera in the car, luckily, and I went and filmed the kangaroos. So I got some footage of a mob of kangaroos, some chickens, there's baby chickens.
Yeah, horses.
2 horses, a couple of guinea fowl, and a Labrador dog. So I took a fair bit of footage at Faron's friend's house the other day. So in the next few days, I'll try and make that into a video.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I just threw my pen. Tonic time, our town, this must have been Tony's time. Our town charges for water. Filling a pool is expensive. Yes, that's what we're delayed on here.
Yeah, well, for about 5,000 gallons, I think they charge about $120.
Yeah.
So $120 fills up like a normal house tank, which is 5,000 gallons. But the pool's not going to be that big.
No.
The pool's probably about 3,000 gallons.
I think.
Or in between 2,000 and 3,000. So I don't know whether we can get half a load or what.
Take care, HC Aqua. Because like there was.
See you, HC. Thank you very much for popping in.
When we pulled the pool down from the last place, some of the poles, I don't know where I've got them, some of the poles had rusted out. So I got hold of the company and they sent me out new poles. So we've now set it up. We're just waiting to either sort out some water.
Tony said to JJ, most of the local fire departments where she grew up are volunteers, and that's why it's a donation. We've got the rural fire brigades out here, which cover the country area. They're all volunteers as well.
Yeah.
And they do an awesome job.
Yeah. I wouldn't dare ask them to come and fill up the pool. Water's very precious. And we're just waiting. Hopefully we get enough, you're right.
Excuse me.
Rain to actually fill the pool up. So once we get some decent amount of rain, we can fill it up that way. Pardon me.
Yeah, I'm wondering even if we can just get a half load of water, we might be able to get a half load for $50. And if we can get that, I'll put that in the pool.
Yeah. Because we worked out an area where it is the most flattest because we don't have an actual pool area like we did at the last place. We've just got it out.
You spent a lot of time making that.
I know. So
we'll always have the videos of it.
I know. So we've moved it out further from the house here.
It's a saltwater pool.
Just won't have the surrounds like we did at the last
I
place.
said to Collette, we'll fill the pool up when we come here and I can keep all my fish, just put them in the pool.
Hey, Boomer Rock.
Hey, Boomer.
Saltwater pool. They're a lot of work too, though, the saltwater pools.
Never had a saltwater pool, always had chlorine.
Yeah, I just like the saltwater tanks. I'd like to get a saltwater tank one day.
If you just want to support each other while you're in here too, go ahead, because there's heaps of good channels in here.
And
Deep in the Woods has started doing some really pretty videos of all the fall colours around her area with the fall leaves and the creeks and stuff. Is beautiful. Fairy Frequency often reads and does cool stuff on her channel too, if you want to check that out. What other channels we've got in here? HC Aqua with fish stuff. Heaps of really cool channels in here. Make sure you check each other out and spread the love around if you want. We're over the moon that we just got our 2,000 mark for the subscribers.
Take care, Father Frequency. They're going to carve some pumpkins with the kids.
I didn't get a pumpkin this year.
No, there's still 2 deer here. You did a Halloween video last year.
Yeah.
It's saying about the prices and the different prices.
About $15 for an orange pumpkin.
I know, one orange pumpkin.
Yeah, because we don't have those orange pumpkins.
No.
The ones you use for jack-o'-lanterns, we don't have those. But the only time we see them in the stores is Halloween. They bring them in.
Yeah.
That's the only time we see those pumpkins in the store. So they bring them in and they put massive prices on them for people to do jack-o'-lanterns with.
Need to grab some seeds and grow them yourself.
Yeah.
An eyelash in my eye.
Again, really sorry if I've missed anyone in. Welcome, welcome. She's Collette. I'm Grant. She's Simple. I'm Joyce.
We all know that's not true.
We are the world. We are the ones who make a better life.
That's just for an
so let's start giving.
Reasonable, like not a huge one. That's just $16 would be just for a normal size one.
Actually, last night when I went into the grocery store, I saw they were marked right down because it's the day before Halloween, because it's Halloween here now, today, and they had marked them down to $2 a kilo.
Yeah.
But that still worked out to about $8-10.
Hey, PMDB Live, welcome. And
thanks, Boomer Rock. Appreciate that, mate.
Indian Vlogger, welcome. I'm just reading off. And FFP is in.
Hey, Food Forest Permaculture. Wow, I haven't had so many of these people in live streams for so long. Really grateful that you have called in to see us. Thank you, guys. Indian Vlogger, woohoo! Couple of new faces,
thanks
heaps of old faces.
Boomer Rock.
PMD Live, thank you.
So I just wanted to pop in and drop a like. Much love. Keep it real, always. Keeping it real. My eyelash.
When you lean in, they can see how beautiful your blue eyes are.
Awesome.
Yeah, so those orange pumpkins, I don't know, do you guys have them all the time in the USA?
Or is it just
year round?
Is it just for Halloween that you have them, or you have them all the time?
I think that's actually
what they
the
use.
Pumpkins they use for like pumpkin pie and all that stuff. They must be sweeter. Because pumpkin's more of a vegetable here.
We get blue pumpkins, which is what do they call?
Jarrah.
And then you get your Jap pumpkins.
Yeah, Jap pumpkins.
And
that's
then you
Japanese pumpkins. So you get Jarrah, which is the Queensland blue. You get Jap pumpkins. We get butternut pumpkins. That's the little weird shaped ones, almost like a peanut shape.
Yes.
The butternut.
Yeah. They're nice. They're the sweet ones.
Yeah.
We get the sweet ones of them.
They got a thin skin.
Yeah. It's a fall harvest, so they don't have them year round.
Okay. Yeah, fall harvest.
You can toast and eat the seeds. So roasted pumpkin seeds.
So for pumpkin, we generally have that like roast pumpkin with our meats as with hot meals.
Yeah.
We don't.
Or you do mashed pumpkin like you do with mashed potato and pumpkin. But I've never ever made it into a sweet dish. Plant a food forest, grow a lung for all the creatures, so the creatures can feed upon, and toxins to make the toxins in happy Halloween creatures.
So I like squash. I like button squash, the little tiny ones. Collette doesn't think much of them, but I always like them. I really like roast veggies.
And Brussels sprouts. Ew.
I don't mind Brussels sprouts.
Ew. Brussels sprouts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And broccoli.
When
Or broccoli, however you want to say it.
When he does, he hasn't done it for a little while, but when he used to do the vegetables, when he would help me in the kitchen, he would cook my Brussels sprouts and hide them like he was doing for a child. My mother used to hide my Brussels sprouts under my mashed potato. And I used to dig them out and then throw them away.
As if you wouldn't notice them, eh?
Yeah, Brussels sprouts are terrible. My sister and I never ate our Brussels sprouts. And like we make jokes about it even now.
Yeah, but a lot of the things I didn't like as a kid, I like now. They reckon your taste buds change every 7 years.
Yeah, there's still things that I don't like as...
I don't care how many times my taste buds change. I'm not eating Brussels sprouts.
I'm not eating Brussels sprouts.
I like just about every vegetable there is now.
Yeah. Well, Faron's come home actually yesterday afternoon and says...
Faron's a vegetarian, apparently.
Apparently, Faron's now vegetarian, so he's going to become a vegetarian.
We'll see how that goes.
Yeah, I think it will last. I'll give him 3 days.
3?
I'll give him 3 days.
He asked me, how long do you reckon I'll last at being a vegetarian? I said, till dinner tonight.
We'll see.
But he lasted through dinner. He had macaroni and cheese instead of, we were having sausages.
We had sausages, mashed potato and bacon, so he didn't have any of that. So we'll wait and see. I reckon I'll give it 3 days. 3.
One of his mates at school is a vegetarian.
Yeah.
So he's given it a go.
Yeah, good if he does. It's going to be hard work for him. Take care.
Thank you, FFP. Appreciate you calling in. Thank you.
My mother used to dip yellow squash slices in pancake batter and fry them, and we would eat them with maple syrup.
Maple syrup.
As a sweet.
FFP has a green juice that they have of.
Ah, butternut pumpkins. You keep bumping the table, babe. Butternut pumpkins is called squash in the US.
Oh, okay. Geez, that's a big squash.
That's a huge squash. Pumpkin is a natural laxative. When my dog had problems, our vet suggested it, and it worked. I've always kept pumpkin on hand ever since.
Wow. A laxative.
That sounds very sweet. The yellow squashes. So we used to grow the button.
Our Conklin's siblings used to say he was a laxative because he always gave them the shits.
Hey, Katie.
Hey, Katie, welcome in.
She said, glad Griff is home.
Thank you. It's so good to have him back.
Katie's picture's missing.
What?
It's just a white.
Invisible.
Invisible. Katie's invisible.
Ooh.
But I see you. Katie is one of Gus's friends.
I ate a sock.
Your dog
I ate a Super Ball.
ate a super bouncy ball. One of our dogs we had when we were younger
There's a Rottweiler.
ate a tiny super bouncy ball.
You know those high bouncers? They're only about that big and that really hard rubber, and they bounce really good.
Yeah.
One of them.
And it became
But
lodged.
we didn't know. We didn't know that's what it was.
I see you now.
Hey.
Yeah, and it became lodged in his intestines, didn't it? And
We didn't know what it was. He just
No.
got really sick.
And we ended up having to take him to the vet, and the vet did all these tests on the dog, and he ended up just passing it himself. And no, it didn't bounce. Yeah, a
He
super
got so
bouncy
sick though. Like he was on death's door. He couldn't walk.
Mhm.
He wasn't eating. It blocked him up, and
Yeah.
he got really weak, and he was dehydrated. All of his gums went really light colour. Lost all the colour in his gums because he was dehydrated.
Over the years, we have this thing where Grant's dogs that do stupid things, they're his dogs. And the dogs that are smart and intelligent are my dogs. So this dog that swallowed the super bouncy ball was his dog.
So we know whose dog Diesel is.
Your dog. Oh my goodness. And like my dog that I absolutely loved, he was a retriever cross lab. He was a black retriever with a little white star on his chest. He was my dog. He was absolutely gorgeous.
No, I think that's because I trained him.
No. So if the dogs misbehave, they're his dogs.
Yeah, it's stuff that goes through their intestines and in their stomach and gets caught up can do heaps of damage.
Oh my goodness. Going to start my next bit of flatulence in in a Ziploc bag and send it to Grant. I'm not opening that package and start a worldwide thing and see if farts smell the same around the world. A bag of air. Oh dear. I'd hate to see customs open that package.
I'm going to save mine up and fill a shopping bag for you, Conklin.
JJ, I've heard of dogs doing that. I guess it's quite common. Hope the dog is okay. My sister's dog ate a fuzzy blanket and had to have surgery. She's okay.
Wow. When I remember a farm we went to when I was young, that they were throwing bread and stuff into the pigs, and when the pigs turned around, they had bread packets hanging out their bum. They must have eaten a couple of bread packets and had gone right through and was hanging out their bum. So the pigs running around with bread packets hanging out their bum looked really weird. It just stuck in my mind.
Well, they used to say that goats eat everything too, like they'll eat tin cans or everything. But we had a goat and he was really, really good. He didn't eat anything unusual.
He loved eating my plants.
Yeah, he ate your plants, but he didn't eat anything unusual. And with our trivia, when we left off, we were going to do a Harry Potter special.
Oh, yeah, I can hardly remember that. We did say Harry Potter.
I've still got all the trivia questions done.
When I was sitting in our McDonald's here, they usually have a TV screen up somewhere in the store, out with the tables and chairs. So when I was sitting in McDonald's a while back, it was when I was writing a letter to someone actually, Harry Potter was up on the screen and I couldn't believe how young he looked. I forgot
Daniel Radcliffe.
Yeah, I couldn't believe how young Daniel Radcliffe was when he first started doing Harry Potter. He's so tiny.
Yeah, so we could do the trivia that I've done up, or we could get new suggestions.
No suggestions.
More suggestions, but I've still got lots of other stuff.
Conklin's got a new keyboard. Deep doesn't stand a chance.
So we can do the Harry Potter or something else. Conklin, new keyboard.
I think she meant you need all the help you can get. A keyboard won't cut it.
What other?
If anyone wants to check out Conklin's channel too, he started doing, what's the name of the puppet? Rosla. What's the name of your puppet, Conklin? Doing art reviews.
I saw it, but I wouldn't be able to pronounce it.
I watched it last night, but I was falling asleep. It was the last thing I watched before I logged off. I could barely even write a comment. I just put a couple of emojis on, closed the computer and crashed out. It was about 3 o'clock this morning. There we go, Jacques Larosse. I knew it had Ross in it. Jacques Larosse, the art critique.
Laura says, I'm not good with Harry Potter. Oh, well, we could do something different.
I remember when you mentioned it, though, before we went offline for a while, heaps of people were interested in it.
Yeah. So we might do that as our first one coming back next Tuesday. I'll have to have a look at I'll have to have a look at my roster because
What's your roster?
with Griffin being home and having different appointments and everything, I have to make sure that his appointments come first, unfortunately. So we have to make sure that he meets all his medical needs, and then we'll have to work trivia in around that. So I'm sure that you all understand that. Yeah, he sleeps.
Yeah.
His sleep patterns are all over the place.
Oh, I took Gus to work last night too, so I didn't get home till 1:30.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I dropped groceries into Mum at 12:30.
Did you?
The cat food.
No.
So I took Gus to work. I did some shopping, and while I was shopping, I grabbed some cat food for Mum, and I dropped that back in at Mum's just after midnight, about 12:30, and then I got home about 1.
Yeah.
And then I tried answering a couple of replies on comments, had a quick look at a few things on the internet, and then I went to sleep.
I checked messages, sent a quick message to somebody in chat, and then I went to sleep. So if you have any other suggestions that you want trivia to be about, make sure that you leave comments on the video, and then we'll be able to check what we'll do. What you doing?
I want to show Conklin how I can't play guitar.
Oh. Everything's been put on hold at the moment, JJ. He still wants to do it, but he hasn't made any progress with it at the moment. Hey, LH Blue.
I cannot play, and I don't mean I'm being humble. I can play a little bit. I mean, I really can't play.
Hey, Big Sky Dreamer.
Hey, Big Sky Dreamer. So, oh, and LH Blue. I haven't seen LH Blue in ages. How are you?
Colin says the internet seems to be more stable at your new place also. That's great.
Yeah, I'm not trying to be humble or bashful. I seriously cannot play. I can't even strum.
He can't read music either.
I can play 5 seconds of Smoke on the Water.
Mm-hmm.
And even then I'm probably doing it wrong, but it sounds sort of like it. Told ya. Smoke on the water.
Very good. We all can play by ear. I can play the piano by ear. Only one song. I can play Chariots of Fire. He's doing a lot better, Big Sky Dreamer. He's doing a lot. Ooh.
Sorry.
Doing a lot better.
Hey, look, there's your name.
Yeah. Learn the G, C, D chords, and you can play any song with the 3.
Yeah, I don't think so. I'm hopeless with it.
He was released from hospital last Wednesday, and he's been with us ever since. Him and his girlfriend are trying to get a house up this way, but he'll stay with us until he finds adequate housing for his needs.
He spent a full month in hospital the last day, and he had a big surgery. It was a 5-hour surgery.
Mm-hmm.
And they did a few things in that. They removed about 4 inches of bowel where the small intestine joins onto the large where the appendix is. They took all that out, and they put a stoma in, which is where they put the intestine through the abdomen wall, and they put a bag on that. So that just diverts his digestive tract, so the large intestine where they operated on further down can heal. Because they drained an abscess, took out fistulas, did a bit of patchwork, tidied things up and stitched here and there.
Yeah.
So they did a fair bit of work in that area when they opened him up. So hopefully in 6 months' time they reverse the stoma and he can get back to normal if all goes well.
Yep.
But he'll have Crohn's disease for the rest of his life now. But he is finally looking like he's on the road to recovery. He's eating so much. He's eating all the time. So that's really good. He needs it. He lost so much weight.
Yeah.
So he's got to put heaps of weight back on and do some healing, and he looks like he's doing that really well. This last week he's just been so good.
I'm so glad that he's starting to put on weight. That was my major concern, with putting on weight.
Yeah, he was getting dangerously thin.
Yeah. Because his body was getting starved from all nutrients.
And then when he was in hospital too, in between the operations and that, he was nil by mouth, or he was just on clear fluids. And
so not only were they dealing with his illness, they were dealing with malnutrition. So they were having to make sure that he was strong enough to go through any of the surgeries. But all good. They need the intestine to heal without issues, so the scar tissue doesn't become a problem. Yes. And like even his stoma, it can, like, it's a little bit raised in a little spots, and
it's like lumpy.
It's lumpy. And I said, because that concerned me, because I've seen stomas on the internet, and
smooth.
They looked a bit smooth. And when I asked him about his, he said, yes, they say it's lumpy. It's like little lumps all over it. He said that's the Crohn's disease in it. So his bowels have all been affected. They were really shocked that it was so severe and hadn't been treated.
Yeah, because he's 19-year-old and it's just presented itself now. And when they opened him up, they said it's actually severe Crohn's, so it's fairly bad. But it's the first we've ever known of it.
Yeah.
We had no idea. It's not in the family or anything.
No.
He never had any troubles before, and then all of a sudden it just went bang.
Welcome back, Debs.
Welcome back. Fish are moving rocks around.
Yeah.
If anyone's got American cichlids, you'll know what I'm talking about. They're rearranging the tank. They're putting
They pick up the big rocks and move them around.
They take them out the way and spin them out, make their own little hills and nests and valleys in there.
No, it's not fun. Big sky dreamer, but it is manageable once I get it under control.
Yeah. But he was so dangerously thin and malnourished that it was really scary for a while. That, we'll be happy if he can live and deal with Crohn's for the rest of his life, as long as he's still with us.
Yeah. Yeah. Nothing else matters as long as he's with us. We can work through anything. Because men can push through the pain and do what needs to be done. I think too, it's got a lot to do with pain tolerance. Certain people have a higher pain threshold than others.
Colette's got a good pain tolerance. She's had a pain in her neck for about 29 years.
I know. I just can't seem to shake it. Big Sodrian, I cannot believe I actually watched you mow the lawn the other day. He edited that video because, like, it's not something that I would personally go, yeah, I'm going to do a video of what going to make people watch me do the lawn.
I wanted to put something up. I haven't been doing anything. I've been racing back and forward and taking kids here and there, and the only chance I had to video something was set the camera up while I was mowing.
Yeah. Men are big babies when they're sick. They get the
that's easy for you to say, Laura. You don't get the man flu.
They get the man flu.
The man flu is so much worse than anything you've ever felt. Hey, it's not like that mild little woman's flu. I wish I could do it that fast in real life.
I know.
See my little legs going. Brrr.
That took, with him filming that, it took 3 hours for him to do that.
Don't be ridiculous.
It was lunchtime when he started, and it was 5 o'clock when he finished.
What? Now it's 5 hours.
It took him so long because, like,
I was setting up cameras. There's actually a lot of footage I didn't use because I had a GoPro on the camera and the whippersnipper too. But they vibrated that much that all of the footage I got off of that was no good anyway. And then the whippersnipper broke down. I couldn't get it started. It took me an hour.
And then you started getting calluses and blisters from pulling the whippersnipper. But yeah, it took a long time to actually get the front yard mowed.
Yeah, but all of that time wasn't just mowing.
Do a row, take a break.
No, I didn't do a row and take a break.
See, Conklin. But yeah, it was the longest.
It was like do a few rows, change the camera angle, change the GoPro, do a few more rows.
See, we got neighbours now, and I'm sure the neighbours were looking out going, what is he
The hell is
doing?
Yeah, I was recording me talking, and then I had to change it because the neighbours on the across the street come home and the camera was facing them.
Yeah.
So then I had really poor light on one of the bits where I was talking. That's why, because the neighbours were home.
Yeah. But it got done. It got done. Pardon me.
It's ready to do again.
Yes. Yeah. Because we've had the rain.
You reckon I've got enough time left today to do it?
just if you run like you do in the.
I probably should mow it if kids are going to be walking up here for trick or treat.
Probably.
Oh, Mo, you can set up the Halloween decorations. It is Halloween already here, everyone. It's
Halloween Eve.
No, it's Halloween. Today is Halloween for us.
Yeah, but they go trick-or-treating tonight. Okay, last night was Halloween Eve.
Yeah.
Yes, and they go trick-or-treating tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's Hallows Eve in the USA now.
What do you call a weed whacker again?
A whippersnipper.
A whipper-nipper.
A whipper-nip.
You're going to whipper-nip me yard.
Ripper-nipper-nipper. Whipper-dipper-nip.
Oh, there was something interesting also. You guys,
A whipper-nip.
You guys know when I say fortnight, and I'm not talking about the game fortnight, means 2 weeks.
A fortnight is 2 weeks.
A fortnight is 2 weeks.
You got 1 week, a fortnight, a month.
Hey, aquatic Jack.
Or a brush cutter, yeah. Well, the brush cutters have got, instead of your line, your whippersnipper line or weed whacker line, it's generally got a blade. That's what I call a brush cutter anyway.
A whippersnipper. I wish I could find an electric weed eater with strong, durable blade. Always fight with the string.
Google it. There might be a hack for it. You might be able to use something else instead of whippersnipper line. A bit of wire or something maybe. I don't know. You can buy all different. Oh, you might just have trouble with the line. Yeah, okay. I was going to say you can buy different grades of line, thicker stuff that doesn't tangle up as easy. Weed eaters. My goat was a weed eater.
Yeah. The kids are, now that we've got better internet too, Faron absolutely loves
that's
playing,
right, deep in the woods, your dad.
playing Fortnite. Your dag.
Rex, how you going? Then what's a sharp night?
Oh, I don't know what a sharp night is, but I don't want it.
I don't want it either.
You can keep your sharp night.
I don't care what it is, I don't want it.
You can keep your sharp night from Taco Bell's. We've got a Taco Bell now in Brisbane.
Yeah, first Taco Bell.
And we're getting a Costco down in Bundamba.
I use wire and ring bark, some shrubs. Ooh, got to be careful.
Tried a piece of coat hanger and it was a bit dangerous.
Ooh.
You take off your legs with that Conklin.
He might have been trying to do his legs. Have you seen his legs? It's too much to shave. I've been to Roswell, went to the UFO Museum. It's not actually on the army base though, is it? It's just a private one someone's trying to make some money out of, or is it the real deal?
At Roswell?
Yeah. If I lived at Roswell, I reckon I'd make a UFO museum. And get the kids to wear alien suits and wander around.
Jump out behind people.
Aurora, that's where the lights are, yeah? Aurora lights.
The Aurora lights.
We get the Min Min lights here out west. Most places around the world have some sort of light phenomenon.
Supernatural phenomenon.
Phenomenon. Phenomenon. Light phenomenon.
Anyone seen the Mount St. Helens blow in 1980?
Yeah. I watched a video a while back of someone doing a hike up Mount St. Helens now, or a few years ago when they did the video. And then that got me interested in it, and I watched a little bit of it. It's amazing.
It's amazing. You know, there's an 8 hour version of.
Holy mackerel. At the end, it'd be just like, mana.
We do that in the car with the kids, hey? From the backyard. From her backyard. Yeah.
I was actually watching a thing, because sometimes I'll sit up late at night and watch.
He goes down
evolution.
the rabbit hole late at night.
The Big Bang Theory and evolution and so on versus biblical stories and how they match up and how they're different and stuff like that. And one of the explanations on fossils and the way things are changed and made was they were showing Mount St. Helens as a description of how quickly land can get eroded, like to make the likes of the Grand Canyon.
Yeah.
It was very interesting.
After 4 hours, you'd think you'd saw aliens. JJ said, I watched the Johnny videos. That song sticks in your head.
I remember it from the Muppets.
Yeah.
The big monster critters.
Awesome. Okay, so with trivia, because we do want to get back into trivia, and we'll continue doing it on a Wednesday for us, but Tuesday for you guys. And we're open to suggestions. Like we did a fair bit over this last year of trivia. One of my hairs.
One of your hairs.
Yeah. Now that song's stuck in her head. So yeah, we've done a fair bit. So I'm not sure where or what we should do now.
Yeah, after the thing I watched the other night, Conklin, I don't think the likes of the Grand Canyon was made over hundreds of thousands of years very slowly. I think it was a very quick event. That
song got me in trouble at work a couple of times as the co-workers singing it with me. So with trivia, leave a comment with suggestions and we'll pick one of them. Otherwise, we'll do the Harry Potter theme, which will be next Tuesday. Yeah. And then that'll be our intro back into it, and then we can go from there. Sounds good?
Yeah, but like you said, if it times might get changed around or interrupted if Griffin's got appointments or something pops up. Maybe we don't have to be as stringent. We'll try and stick to that normal time.
Yeah.
8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, USA.
But actually, JJ said that they roll their clocks, they start their daylight savings or something, whatever they do.
Oh, it must be winding back.
So it's either winding back,
or putting them forward again.
So that.
Yeah, that's what they do. They put it forward again because our Conklin's going to keep going backwards.
Okay, so that will change for us too.
How about a trivia about trivia?
So if we do. Okay, so when you move your clock whichever way.
I don't move the whole clock. and leave it on the same wall.
When you move,
You've got to move it on a different wall for each season.
when you do your clock, right? If we do 10 o'clock our time, which is 8 p.m. their time, what time would it be if you move your clock?
There's too many times in there. You lost me.
Or normally we do 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, USA.
Yeah, I'll still be that.
If we stick at 10. No, it won't.
It'll still be 8 p.m. We just got to find out when that is for us.
Yes.
Or we can change ours, but we like going at that time.
Yeah.
I think it will be 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Is that too late for trivia?
No, I think
it's
we have to come on at 9:30 or something like that. We have to come on an hour earlier, I think, is how it is.
That's only half an hour earlier.
Yeah. So I think keep it at 8 p.m. We'll be in sync.
No, because our same time will be a different time for you.
Yeah.
Because you're changing your clock.
You're changing your time, so we need to work out what time it will be for us.
If we were all on the same time, we could just stick to 8 p.m. and it'd be the same, but we're different.
She said, no, you don't. I know it's confusing. Oh, my head. Because I know last year, I think when they did it, we had to do it at 9.
When do you wind your clocks forward? When do you spring forward, guys?
This weekend, I think.
Well, then I'll just ask someone after this weekend what the time is there and I'll work it out.
Okay. Or someone else can work it out and send us a message. But normally, I'm sure we had to come on at 9.
Well, I thought it used to be 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time there.
It's 10:20 Eastern Time now.
So they're going to be, next week, this time it will be 11:20.
Bye, Laura.
See you, Laura.
She said, don't ask me.
Okay, so it's 10:20 now, and you're going to move your clocks forward an hour this weekend. Is that right, Conklin?
They move forward an hour.
Okay, so
they move back an hour.
No, they move forward.
JJ's just said most of the US fall back 1 hour.
Fall back? I thought they spring forward.
No, we go back an hour. So it is right. We go on at 9 in the
Fall back. See how Conklin had me with spring forward. He got me confused.
So we will go on at 9 a.m.
What?
That means if we stick to 8.
If we stick to 8 for them.
8 for them.
9 for us.
9 for us.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, we could make it 9:30 for us, which would be 8:30 for them.
But see, it used to be, we used to do 7:30 Eastern Standard Time. So it would be 9:30 for us. Oh, my goodness. It was so hard to work out time zones. It's spring in Australia and fall in the USA. Yeah. Yes. It's currently 7:22 here in Arizona.
How about we just put a message up when we're going live?
Yeah, I think we might have to. And I'll send out messages.
See, Aussie Off-Grid, that's why we don't do daylight savings in Queensland.
I know. We don't do it here. We don't change our clocks at all.
The other states do.
Yeah.
Queensland voted out of it.
We don't change ours at all.
JJ said it's the same there. Not all of USA participate.
Yeah. Yeah, because Big Sky Dreamer just said in Arizona they do not change their clocks either.
Must make it hard for people that work out of state, hey?
Yeah. Pick up a clock. Oh, that's a good idea, Conklin.
That is a good idea.
We might do that. Pick up a clock at a yard sale and have 2 clocks and then you'll know. Good idea. And we'll set one on US time and one on...
Maybe we'll go to a few yard sales and we can get a few clocks.
And have little things underneath them and have a whole wall of clocks.
Yeah.
That might be awesome. Have a wall of clocks from different areas. And then they will have little things underneath them. 5 states, including Hawaii, does not change clocks. That's why we pay the big bucks. Cell phones automatically set. Yeah, we could set your phone to American. Is it better off doing what? But that's like what state are you best off setting to?
Well, I'm just in a state of confusion.
I know, because like we go Eastern Standard Time. Is that you? I don't know.
No, they've got Eastern Standard Time, they've got Mountain Time, and they've got...
I know. So which one would be better to set
the other
to?
one, what's the other one?
Pacific Time.
Yeah, I think.
It's all a bit confusing.
Is it Pacific Time or Specific Time?
Specific.
Be more specific, please. I think we just set our sundials to 10 past the shadow Wednesday morning.
Central Time.
Central Time.
What did you do last time? I think we changed it to 7:30, but that didn't work for a lot of people, so we changed it to 8. I know, and I'll do ads I'll do an ad.
I miss your ads for trivia.
I know. I'll get back to it, and I want to do new Christmas cards. I haven't really been on my computer to do anything.
Well, the last thing you did for merchandise was these shirts, and that was like 4 months ago.
Yeah, I know.
See the new shirts? TSJ fam, the Simple Joys.
Yeah, so I need to get back into designing.
How's yours?
TSJ.
Mine didn't come with the lumps in the front.
Tricky, Aussie off-grid. Okay, we might call it a wrap.
Call it a wrap.
Call it a day. I'm a little bit hungry. It's lunchtime here.
What time will the ad be? It will be 7:22 Eastern Standard Time.
Yeah, so...
If you fall back.
Dark, it's nighttime. Light, it's daytime. Nighttime, daytime.
Daytime.
So we will do an ad. As we said, times may vary or days may vary, but we will try.
Time is on my side.
But we will
Yes,
try
it
and do
is.
at least one live stream a week. So I'll do ads, and then we'll just turn up when we turn up. And
It's just a jump to the left.
Hopefully we have beautiful people.
And a step to the
with us.
right. Put your hands on your hips. And bend your
Okay.
knees in time.
Thanks for being here with us. It's been awesome catching up. I hope you enjoyed our little catch up.
Thank you very much, everyone, for joining us.
I wanted to do a quick catch up and let people know what had been going on, where we are, and now we're moving forward. So everything is
You're going to spring forward. I thought we were supposed to fall back.
So now that we've caught up, awesome. Thank you, Tony. I love doing them. I have a bit rusty. I have to get back into it.
And they are all Collette, them ones. I have nothing to do with the trivia ads.
So thank you for joining us. And
Good night, Jacob. Jacob. Bird.
JJ.
Good night, JJ.
Thank you
you very
Aussie.
much for the support.
Yeah. So thank you all for joining us, and stick around, and we might
Stick around. What are we doing?
for video ads.
Oh.
When we're coming on, I'll
We
do a
want you to
video
wait
ad.
on your computer now until you see an ad next week. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.
Really good to be with you again on live stream. Thanks for joining us.
And we're
Bye.
glad to be back. Bye.
See yous. Thanks again. Bye.
Bye.